So what did you want to be growing up?
Growing up, I wanted to be a basketball player. My pediatrician, Dr. Taylor, told me I was going to be 6'6". And clearly, I don't know if he was just telling me what he thought I wanted to hear. Certainly, I was a huge Michael Jordan fan who was 6'6", but I started wanting to do that. Then I really idolized and was a big fan of Stuart Scott from ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
And so, looking at that, and I was really into sports. So I thought, well, that might be something I was interested in. And then, I always just had this love affair with going to law school, from a very early age. I did mock trial. And I loved it. I enjoyed it. I knew I didn't want to be a traditional courtroom lawyer, though. And so I didn't want to be a trial attorney. And what I struggled with as I graduated high school and I started thinking about college and that sort of thing, I didn't understand if it made sense to go to law school if you're not going to be a traditional lawyer. Mm-hmm. And so that's literally, honestly, how I met Steve. I met former Mayor Benjamin because Anton Dunn introduced me to him as somebody who wasn't necessarily a traditional lawyer. And, certainly the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten from your parents?
That's an interesting question, especially holding this little 7-month-old here. It's hard to remember all the gems that my dad provided. I learned how to change the oil, I learned how to do so many different things, that he taught me that I use in our everyday life now. My mom, I think about the things that she taught me how to cook. I think about the organizational skills. Oh man, I remember, I was an English major, and my dad, who couldn't spell a lick, and my mom sitting down on the couch with me and teaching me, cursive handwriting, and all the things. And so it's interesting. It's hard to remember one thing, it's pieces of advice. It's more of a collection. And I'm thankful for them. Thankful for having them. I'm thankful for, being able to now take that collection of thought, of advice, counsel, and pour it into how I raise Kennedy and Olivia.
So who inspires you the most in your day-to-day life?
I have to say Ashley. I'll tell you this. As somebody who is a mom, and shout out to all the moms out there. As a father who has watched childbirth now twice, it is one of the most miraculous things that you can see, seriously. But just watching my wife as a professional, attack work each and every day, knowing that we both have these 2 little girls, and we've got to make sure that Olivia doesn't have the activities yet, but Kenny's getting all of her activities, that all the things that she needs to grow up, some of the health issues that she's had. Ashley has just been amazing in navigating and helping our family, one, just conquer each and every day, but also I look at the lawyer that she is. Mm-hmm. As somebody who, I'm biased, but she's brilliant. And, she just brings so much to the table. And, I think about her life, the product of a single mom, someone who struggled. Really struggled. We think about the corridor chain, Allendale, v. South Carolina. Ashley was one of those students. She went to Mayo. Mm-hmm. She graduated undergrad with a 3.9, I want to say. I don't want to shortchange it. but graduated law school at 3.7. So I admire her, and I look at her each and every day when we're leaving the house, and she makes it look easy.
Okay, so let's say your youngest daughter's favorite thing to do as a family?
Olivia, what is your favorite thing to do? I was trying to get her to blow spitballs. But, well, her favorite thing, I think she would say, is when she's hungry, drinking a bottle. Bottles are key. But as a family, I think her favorite thing is probably when it's time for Kennedy to go to bed, when we're doing bedtime. I think when all four of us go in the room and we're sitting sitting in Kennedy's bed, and Kennedy's getting a book read to her. Olivia's able to look at the books, but also mess with her sister. I think that's her favorite thing to do, is to play with her sister. You can tell even at this early stage, she idolizes her sister. It's hard for her to look at Kennedy and not smile. And so, I think that bedtime routine, being able to look at Kennedy and mess with her while the book's being read, is probably her favorite thing.
What about Kennedy's?
Kennedy's favorite thing. It's interesting because there are such different stages. I think Kennedy's favorite thing is when she is in her little kind of play area and she is playing with her things. She loves puzzles. She loves figuring out things, and she's really good. She can put together these large puzzles at 5 years old in a very intricate way. So when she's figured out something, whether it's Legos, puzzles, magnet tiles, whatever it may be, whenever she's built something, and she can call us into where she's been playing or building, and have me, Kennedy, Ashley, Olivia, get that mix right, to take a look at what she's done and be able to show off, and have have Olivia look at it, make sure Olivia doesn't mess it up, pull it down. But I think that's probably Kennedy's favorite thing.